Arbitrary, because they won't be— Oh, dude! You can still get to use it as a 13k B? What is this? Wait a minute. Guys? What just happened? Hello fighters, Rasmero here, and today we are going to be opening a box of V-Booster 7 Infinity Cradle. Alright, let's go. So in an attempt to make my videos a bit better and cater to a wider audience, I'm actually gonna go back to my old traditional style of opening boxes, where I am actually not going to read out the names of all the cards, because I think most people wouldn't actually be interested in that. They just want to quickly get to what my actual foils are, just like this one in our very first pack, but this is to be expected considering we're opening a booster box. And starting off, we have a double rare from Nubatama Fuzen Congo. So we are just gonna quickly check what we have behind, and we'll heal trigger from Nova Grappler and take a look at what Fuzen Congo is all capable of. On Vanguard or Rearguard, when this unit attacks, if your damage is at 5, you can cost Soul Blast 1 Grade 3, and if you do, bind as many cards as you want from your drop zone, and for each card in your drop zone during this battle, this unit gets power plus 5k, and your opponent cannot call Sentinels from the hand. So this is actually a potential finisher for Nubatama, I believe. Not too intense, but it can be quite useful by just blasting all of those cards away from your drop zone into the bind zone. And let's say you have 10, right? That would be like a 50k boost. Then if you stand at 62k, I guess if your opponent doesn't have, cannot call Sentinels and their hand is basically low on guard, it's probably gonna end the match right there. But the condition of needing to have 5 damage is pretty tricky, I guess. And okay, right after that, in our second pack, we've got a triple rare. For Genesis, I believe this looks very Genesis, yes. Phosphorus of Fairlight. On Vanguard and Rearguard, during a battle, when this unit is boosted, this unit gets power plus 5k, so it can basically be considered a 15k beater, which is great. On Vanguard, when this unit attacks, cost Soul Blast 1, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add up to 1 Grade 3 or higher card from among them to your hand, and move the rest into your soul. Now this just makes for such an epic— okay, I'll put the triple rares on the left and the double rares on the right. That just makes for such a great Grade 2 starting right for Uranus, because then you can search out Uranus or extra copies of Uranus, because that will be great as well, while also fueling your Soul Blast. So that is pretty nice. That's essentially a Soul Charge 1 net overall, even though you're Soul Blasting 1. So it looks like we've only got rares in this pack over here. Nothing too surprising. Although ever since they changed the rarity ratios in like the later half, I think the later set of the G era, it's always been pretty nice to just buy booster packs even without buying a booster box, because the chances of getting a foil are so great. Okay, we are seeing a lot of reprints of old cards here, and our next and second triple rare is going to be for Angel Feather. What do we have behind? Just triggers and another one of that Grade 2 units. This is going to be Helpful Intendant. When you write on top of this card, cost move this card to the damage zone face down, you can call 1 unit from your damage zone to a rearguard circle. So very interesting. I really like this because it allows you to call some strong units from your damage zone quite early on. On rearguard, if a new card was placed in your opponent's damage zone during this turn, this unit gets power plus 5k. So that is pretty sick, as long as you inflict your opponent with some damage, which is not really going to be very difficult with that new Ergodiel VR for Angel Feather in this booster, and many other Angel Feather cards lets you mess with your opponent's damage as well. And even just hitting him for 1 damage, you basically want to attack next with this card boosting, and that'll be a 13k boost, which will also allow you to use it as a 13k B. What is this? Wait a minute. Guys, what just happened? This is a Protect Gift marker. I know that this is like this blackish kind of marker is like what they're using in the current anime. What rarity is this? IGR? What does that even mean? Isn't that like Image Gift right rare, and then like there is supposed to be— or is it IMR? I have no idea what an IGR is. Okay, so apparently this is called an Image Gift rare. There are 4 different ones you can get in this box, each corresponding to one of the 4 different characters that are featured with their clans in this booster, and this special Protect one in this special artwork is basically for Tatsuya, the guy who plays Angel Feather and is like, she wants to be Shinamon's disciple in the current anime. That is so cool! I think this is the first time we've got anything above SVR. I am gonna treasure this card so much. And by treasuring, I mean probably selling it so that I can earn back some of the funds, some of my YouTube funds I spent on buying this booster, but we shall see. I really wonder how much that card is worth, but I shall probably check that out after I am done opening this box. I mean, if it's not worth too much, I might as well keep it because it's pretty cool, but unfortunately, I'm not a very big fan of Protect decks, so it would have been nicer if I managed to pull the Force one for like Shinamon, or maybe the XL one for Rive, if they have it. Anyway, here we have Scanning Operator, a double rare for Angel Feather. On rearguard, at the end of a battle in which this unit boosted, if a new card was placed in your opponent's damage zone this turn, cost move this unit into the soul, you draw 1 card and discard 1 card from your hand. So not too intense, but it's always nice being able to shuffle around the cards in your hand, replace the ones you don't really need in order to get more useful ones. That is always a great mechanic to have in almost any deck. Okay, moving on to the next pack. So I am not reading out the new cards anymore, but you guys can refer to the numbers in the bottom left to search out what their names are on the Vanguard Wiki on the page of this booster. So it looks like we've got an empty pack here with no foils. I am really seeing a lot of reprints, especially in the form of the triggers. So I guess they are very careful about making new kinds of triggers, because then that will really open up many different options for people, like maybe playing multiple criticals there. Oh man! I know this card so well, because out of all the clans in this set, the one I'm probably most interested in is Nova